Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect, and this is a brand new Titans review. And wow, this show keeps getting better and better, my friends. And even though it takes a little bit of a downgrade points and such, because again, Doom Patrol I think was a high watermark, the show still continues with the surprises and how the characters continue to grow and how this group is slowly forming and becoming this way to this group to actually save the world eventually. This character, because honestly, the characters here who are my favorite, the MVPs so far, are Beast Boy and Raven. Those are two, and funny enough, those two characters play off great with each other. And honestly, kudos to the actors who play those postcards because they do have great chemistry. They both really have this like back and forth, good chemistry with each other. You really feel like they do care for each other. It doesn't come off as hokey or bland or and such. These two really they're young young adults who do seem to have that connection with each other. They really do like each other, be their company, and when they might actually go into be in a relationship or something like that, a cute little shipping, as it were. And as with Starfire and Robin, well, they are okay, and especially with Robin being this I don't get it. Like he is somehow gets he somehow gets Corey and he gets to have sex with Corey, and then somehow has like the motel owner. She wants a part of the Grayson. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny how he's like what is he, James Bond or something? But then again, if you look at Dick Grayson's lore, like in the comic books, he is a ladies' man. Takes that right after Bruce, which is just funny and sad at the same time. Anyway, like I said, the story of this episode seems to be they're on the run and they're finally confronting, on the run and actually training together. As a team, they actually train. You see Starfire, light up. They train in a barn a bit to really know their powers and such. I like this as a way to introduce their powers to one another. And the reluctant one was Robin saying, "Okay, well, Dick Gray's like, yeah, well, I'm here to keep you alive. We don't really want to show people their moves and such." I mean. Which is kind of funny that eventually that he does show him off. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't reveal his identity to anybody yet, and he keeps his other identity as Robin. It's interesting that they just continued. He had to drag that out for a while, and then you have him sleeping with Starfire, which is I don't know, was rushed as hell. I'm like, yeah, it just feels like a little bit rushed to me. The two characters are not at that point sleeping with each other, so I'm like, why don't they just wait and build that up? I would like to see them just sat and talk for the rest of the night. Then again, I'm not no prude or anything else. I mean, you want to have a sex scene, go right ahead. Then again, they just skipped the sex scene altogether, so I'm like, well, what the heck was that? So, yeah, it's just, okay, to show that, pretty much Dick Grayson's a ladies' man. Well, fine. Then again, like I said, you have the motel owner trying to come in, trying to get some, like I said, some of that Grayson. And then after that, we get the nuclear family, which in the follow up the episode, you had him, the doctor of the doctor who sets this all up. And to set the whole the nuclear family up and show how these characters go. The one thing is how these you wonder how you wonder how you wonder how these characters and such, got to be what they are, the nuclear family, how they did it. especially how um about how the Titans, with the nuclear family. How did the nuclear family find that whole the Porsche and such? How did they do it? It just seems really weird that they somehow tracked the Porsche right to the right car dealer and such. Maybe they just did some like little stuff off screen and said, okay, we have the family here who sold a very, this nice Porsche and such. That would be a very interesting, that type of stuff. Instead of seeing like, Beast Boy playing his video game, in the room, you don't need to see that. Instead, let's see how nuclear family tracks down the Porsche and then eventually track down to where the Titans are. That's would have been a very pretty much the best way to do it. And also, um, and also how very easy it is for Dick Grayson. This. I mean, I love the fact how in this movie universe and such that the villain just basically says, this whole nuclear family, this highly edged, serious organization, pretty much left this trail for Dr. Anderson to go right back to him on his GPS. I'm like, really? Come on now. This is just way too easy. I mean, I would expect if he just sat there and took the phone apart and find the right things to do and actually start typing all the stuff up in his like back computer or whatever left on him by Bruce or something, be like, wow, it expand upon that. I'm like, hey, you know what? He tracking him down via this way and then go down on his own because he doesn't want to cause that much of a ruckus. And that makes sense. I'm like, yeah. And that's why I really don't know what's happening here. It's like he just, yeah. I'm hopeful that they're going to, and that's tough. And it's sad how Dick Grayson is like acting this rookie mistakes that you knew this organization is so powerful. Yeah, this organization that's sent these assassins. You'd think you would be like more sneaky and more of a stealthy. It's not like you would learn over Batman and stuff. You like Bruce, like Batman find this stuff out and just walks in as Bruce Wayne. No, he'll be doing like he would actually sit there and actually be like, okay, we know the address. I'm gonna go and stake this place out. I'm gonna find out what this person knows about everything. Know about these characters because I don't want to just sit there. I don't want to go up there unarmed with no chance to do anything and get myself killed. Which Dick Grayson pretty much almost gets himself killed because they said pretty much Dr. Adamson pretty much like said, oh, by the way, since you came in here and pretty much I'm pretty much dead, so oh, by the way, the distracting coming in here and gonna take everyone else out unless we both leave. And I don't know why Dick Grayson didn't believe that. I don't know why he didn't believe this stuff, knowing that he is knowing that this stuff has happened before under probably Batman and such. He wouldn't be trained by that. Just it's a bit frustrating because again, I like this series. I'm getting to grow to the series, and there's some really good. The action was good. I like the fight with the nuclear family, especially some good stuff with the nuclear family too. Where they said, oh, the daughter of the family put like, oh, they got blood on her white collar, and they like, okay, here you go, a little bit of Tide, wipe that off. It's like, hey, that's pretty funny. I like that, but sadly, the show really gets it's. They just really kneecap themselves. And it's sad because, again, I like the characters. I like the stuff here. That's what it is. Well, here's hoping that they actually start really making sure with this Dick Grayson Robin is not this, idiotic. But yeah, guess what? Good news, though. Jason Todd appears at the end to save his butt, to save Dick Grayson from his own idiocy. And here's hoping that the next episode, we don't know what's going on, but we have the new Robin in Chicago for some reason, not in Gotham. Is Batman tracking what's going on with Dick Grayson? Who knows? But anyway, he probably is keeping tabs on him, because seriously, you ain't gonna really walk away from Batman and such without knowing what's up, man. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on, Dick. Come on, man. He ain't gonna leave You ain't gonna leave that dude without him just checking you, watching you. So yeah, that's what that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what the next episode is. I honestly, it's a bit of a step back because of that stuff, man. But overall, I did enjoy this episode. I love the character actions. I love the action with these guys and the guys and the gals and the Titans and such, and the nuclear family. I like the fact how the nuclear family got banned, even though they didn't really show much of it. Like, just they hollow them out, brainwash them, and give them these like special shots to make them impervious to pain and such. Which, well, then again, maybe they don't need to explain every little detail. Maybe it's Venom that's getting them that strength. Who knows? But overall, I did enjoy this episode. I give it a 7 out of 10. Nothing like, oh my gosh, it's going to change the again. I think Titans is getting better. I think Doom Patrol was the high watermark, but I think here's hoping that that the next great episode in this show, the first season, will not be just guest spots of other people going in the same universe and such. I want the Titans to stand up on their own, to have a really good episode on their own. And here's hoping next episode they do this, and I can't wait to see what is going to happen next Friday. Next Friday. That's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the video review. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that little subscribe button there, the bells, and all the whistles. Anyway, this is Dukect here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.